Reserve in the building. You know what time it is. You already know I got the scoop. You already know. Now, here's the thing. I was fighting back and forth whether or not to introduce a certain way. And if you're woke, you know it's a trade of a beast for beast, if that makes sense. But we about to get it rocking. I already said everything. They should know what it is. Listen, we about to go here with it. Hold on. We about to go here with it. Let me get it started early. And this is something that's important to know. So I already have someone reaching out asking me if I know another name. And I'm pretty sure this is how they're going to try and connect it. What they're trying to push. But a lot of people are wilding out because TMZ was first on the spot. Did not call them out. Here's the thing. Here's why I don't get it, okay? I say these people and I call them out. Is it that you don't believe that I'm actually telling you? Or you just, really? I said this. When the X thing happened, everybody was saying everything else. I asked TMZ why were they there first. It's like, really? Now you want to know because Kobe's like, this is the stuff I talk about. Nobody's really as woke as they think. If it is, you already see how the premise works out. TMZ's first on the scene. I literally asked them directly, how is this possible? They attack me and get my Twitter ban. Like, these are the things they've been doing. Like, this isn't new. Oh, why is TMZ first on the scene? Why'd they release it before the cops? Dummy. You're still asking that? Like, are you serious? I've been calling them out for what they were doing wrong. And I have nothing against who their CEO is. It's the people working around them. Like how they're doing something special. That's what you don't understand. I'm trying to tell you. See, that's why you need to get more personable when you're attacking it. You got to get more personal. You got to know the reporters' names. Then what you see will make sense. I directly called out one that tried to take my story and run with it. And they stopped. They pulled down their stuff. Like you don't see how it works. And I get that. But you guys will be woke at some point. Just keep understanding. I'm showing you a different perspective. Let me get into this Kobe thing. There's many angles. One was TMZ that I just spoke on. Another angle has to do with the helicopter. Now, here's why I'm different from anyone you're going to see speak. What type of helicopter was it? Sikorsky, right? You're telling me I didn't work around it? I told you I have experience with it, and I didn't work around this company. Let me tell you this. This is the Sikorsky. Let me tell you something. I'm not surprised. If they come to me and tell me that the helicopter had an issue, I'm not surprised. I know how you operate there. I know how you work. I've worked near or beside people who are affiliated with you. I've already done that. I've been there, did that. I know for a fact, if it is a malfunction and they want to argue that it wasn't tampered with, which is still another topic, I can tell you it wouldn't surprise me a Sikorsky company had that happen to one of their products. I wouldn't be surprised. And I got my reasons. Because when you see how brother and sister operate, it's easy to see why you operate the way you do. That's an easy analysis. I see why you operate how you do because I know what they were doing directly, trying to force me to do it. I was like, no, I know that. You can't trick me. See, it's not a game of trickery here. I already know. I know the names of y'all who work in there. I know your processes. I know what y'all do. I'm not surprised. I'm going to just say that off the rip. I'm not going to be ignorant. I'm not surprised. I already know how y'all move. You see, that's the thing. I've been in the in crowd to know how the helicopter companies and the aerospace companies move. I know how they process. I know some of the type of people they have doing it for them. I'm not surprised. Not at all. If you knew the character of some of the people that they employ at those places in aerospace, you will be shocked. The type of stuff I dealt with, because I wouldn't sacrifice my morals for the paper. And don't get it twisted. It's big money. It's big money. It's the money that, listen, I'm dealing with some of your salaries on one piece of equipment, not even used to make it. So I understand. One of the pieces can be $80,000 to $100,000. That's normal. One of the pieces, delicacy used with it. I seen people that they back that messed up piece after piece. And listen, they were smart. They cleared out their spot after I was like, no. So they got different people walking around, like they all dipped. Like, let me see a familiar face. Just let me see that. Let me go there and see a familiar face. I dare. That is my city. This is my city. Are you stupid? I'm sorry. And why do you think they had pressure against me? They seen the pull. They seen the type of people I was linking up with. So when I told them no, and they knew that I worked the aerospace thing that way, let me put it this way. I will not sacrifice the well-being of your family to do something in the sky. I don't play that way. I just don't. I'm sorry. And when someone's making it be known informational wise, that's why I understand a Sikorsky mistake is possible. This is out of respect to the news, out of people saying that. Yes, it's very possible. You got people saying it's tampered with, someone did something. And you got people saying Sikorsky. Let me ask you this, with both of those points made. What proof do we have to blame LeBron James? I don't understand that. I'm going to be honest. I said it's odd. He made those points. Something happens. But how are you saying LeBron James did it? That's crazy. No. See, but a point like that is exactly why it's hard for these guys to be woke. They're so lost in the moment. They're like, LeBron scores it in that. Look at the numbers. Are you stupid? It's not about LeBron James did it, now Kobe's going. Look at the numbers. That's how you pull a message. I'm trying to show you what's real, what's fact. A lot of people are like, fact, for real. Like, I'm telling you what's real. You don't see the numbers. Look, it gets deeper. Shout out to Chris A. Shout out to Chris A. Let me talk. He made this point early. Now, we're going to do this like this. Look at that. Look at that number down there. This was Kobe sending this to LeBron James. That's Kobe sending it to LeBron James. Does that make sense to you? If that doesn't make sense to you, you're going to have to just stay asleep. And I don't want to help. Matter of fact, I don't want to help you. Honestly. So stay asleep. If Kobe tweeting LeBron is still making you say, oh, LeBron, you're at fault. Not at all. Not at all. LeBron is just a player on the board. It's a chess game. And let's say LeBron's a knight. He's not the one making the calls. When the queen can jump across the entire board. Like, you need to look at what is, let me go, okay. Let me get to the next one. Your guys at some point said they were experiencing technical difficulties. No, 30-mile zone. If it's 30-mile zone, why are they ending up everywhere? 30-mile zone. We know that refers to your exact area, but you end up at every single thing. I'm not surprised. Again, I've been calling them out. When I was, respectfully though, when I was calling them out, where were the rest of y'all? Now y'all want to call them out. Did you see what they were doing to me? They were pulling down my Twitter things. Every video, I was exposing stuff. They take an attack. They sending a person the faceless saying things like it's a lie. It's not. They were attacking community. They were here attacking my polls of a vote. Are y'all serious? Now everyone says, why is TMZ there before the sheriff? On TMZ behalf, let's keep it a buck. They're trying to kick TMZ under the bus and put your focus on TMZ when there's many other things about this situation to focus on. That's what you got to realize. Look at the situation. They were first. They weren't first at the X thing. There were so many cops unenthused about addressing it. The cops didn't have a problem with it. And that was in Broward. So why does it shock you? Because the Cali cop does decide to say something, and now everyone's attacking TMZ. They released the story before them. Listen, look at how many stories were released by some social media before police statements. A police statement of the incident, yes, it should come first, but it also doesn't exemplify, anything in the measure to say that we need you to be first. Look, news travels online. When it turned out them fake witnesses dealing with the X situation, it was online before any news was saying it. But in this case, they want to speak on it. Let alone they're switching out the company, TMZ, for the fake witnesses. Just switch the roles. It's no different. A fake witness stepped up before a news station. There was a fake anchor of a fake news station online from a woman the news never addressed, nor the cops. Y'all playing with the people who don't understand. I get it. Look, it's a game. You're playing with their minds. But you gotta put respect on my name. Because I know you're doing that, put respect on my name. I'm catching it at every angle. We're doing geometry and looking at numbers. I just showed you a number. Kobe was talking to LeBron and saying. So how are we attacking LeBron? There are people, so I can't make this up. The stuff they're saying to him, you're acting like LeBron was flying in the air holding a helicopter. Like, shout out to Shout out to they showed me this. Hulu, you already have a Kobe Bryant documentary up. Hulu, you already have. How do you already have a documentary completed? So you made it preempted to this happening. Guys, watch the documentary. Watch it. If you don't see what's crazy, how would you already know how he's going to pass away? Something's funny style. If this ain't funny style to y'all, I don't know what. Hulu, you already have a documentary? But they're so worried about TMZ. Look at the big picture. TMZ's just a pawn. Listen to me. Kobe Bryant, he was a knight. They are just a pawn in a grander scheme of things. Hulu is just a pawn in the grander scheme, you still don't see the picture. You think because it's a big name company and their name's posted. The person whose name's posted and pushed forward as the issue is a pawn. Whoever's sitting back behind them, they're a little higher level. They're pawns for the Kobe Bryant story. That's why he's a knight. When we start looking at the bishop and other things such as the king and the queen, then you're getting to the root of the issue. But y'all still so stuck on a pawn. TMZ. I could sit up here and go, hold him. You get the difference? They told the story first. These guys had up a documentary immediately. I didn't check Netflix. These big companies are pawns. We're running at them. There was a specific reason. Let me clarify this so you get the difference between what you're doing now, what I did. The reason I called out TMZ, they were the only other ones next to the freaking fake news, fake witnesses that came out with the story. I was like, and the cops, if you remember, they didn't even release nothing right away at all. I was like, why TMZ? How was TMZ there? And there was TMZ personnel there as the cops arrived, allegedly. So they were there on the scene first, for real. Not first getting the news. They were on the scene. And I was like, how? But coming at them was just a chess move for the grander scheme of things, like them not mentioning about the minor situations or them not putting any heat on the people around that were doing funny business around him. The story dealing with Jocelyn. How did he call the cops up? And he was the only one there with her that night. The bathroom door is locked and you don't investigate why I stayed in the room by myself with someone who was allegedly committing suicide. Funny business. They're no different. Wait, let me tell you this. If they investigate Sikorsky, because it is claimed by the news that this is the type of helicopter they're using, watch how fun that gets. I mean, if you're smart, the things you will see. No. MC007. Let me fix that real quick. They can have subcontractors all they want, but we're talking about information. If the helicopter was still in the air, you're telling me how fast would a person get to a situation or news at that fact of matter? Police are called first when a crash happens. Does someone call a news station? Let's say the news station personnel, that this subcontractor you saw the helicopter going down. You're telling me instead of calling for help, he rushes there with his camera. That's even worse. See, it gets deeper to morals and what was done first. X situation. They had phones walking around his car after the shooting. Who calls? Did you, dummy? That witness that spoke, what did he say? Stupido. What did he say? Oh, I ran inside, and inside is when they called for help. So they had to come back out with the phones, right? They had to step back out the doors. He just saw everything from inside. I mean, this guy is fantastic for material. He really is. Victor, you're fantastic for, because that makes no sense. I exposed it. TMZ, I exposed it. But here's where you're missing the point, MC007. I don't give a shit who they subcontract, because bottom line, they have to get the information from somewhere if they do not see it firsthand. So the question is, within that time, are they calling for help or are they calling up for a story? This is about morals. I don't give an ish what's first. It's about morals. I have been talking about TMZ's morals. See, I'm spelling it out for you, and you're still not getting it. What you're looking at is the first layer. Oh, they're there first. No, I'm looking at why were they there first? Who did they hit up for that information? Did they see it? If none of those two things matter, let's say someone called it in. How fast does this person call it in that they beat cops to the scene, get their footage, do a story? Or were they just talking about hearsay, not actually being there, but hearing what happened from those who called it in? I don't care what they're about. If within 10 minutes you can save a little girl's life or call your boss to report a story, which one do you do first? Do they not do the latter? There were little girls on there. They could save a child's life or just focus on their story. Think about it. The cop, let me ask you, if what you're saying is so normal, why are the sheriffs coming at them? They're butthurt. Why are the sheriffs coming at them? I'm trying to show you something, but that's okay if you don't get it. I'm going to keep it going. Now, here's a crazy thing. Yo, Queen Prodigy had sent me this video in the message. If you have not seen it yet, you could go over to YouTube and type in Kobe Bryant cartoon. Type in Kobe. Yo, this is 2017. This is 2017. Who's that? Who's that? Wow. Now, you're probably like, why do you keep it quiet? You're going to see why I kept it quiet. I want you to see something now. You just watched that. It didn't look funny, did it? Okay. Get this. Hold on. This guy's okay.
Oh shit! It's Kobe Bryant. Help me. Just pass me the trophies and we'll pull you out. Pass. These were Shaq.
If you missed it, okay. Now you've seen the visual. It shows a helicopter crash while he's holding two trophies. Now, as he's holding the two trophies, the helicopter crashes. And this guy says pass. And since Kobe doesn't pass a lot, they're like, pass? Because Kobe usually makes the basket, right? The whole thing dealing with that, as Kobe makes the basket. And that happens. The way you think about it, what sense does that make? Because then the next thing, the rings come out. And they're like, that was Shaq's anyway. They just destroyed this young man. They just destroyed. This is tarnishing. He was still alive when they made this. How? How does he end up in a helicopter crash, but you're showing me a helicopter crash? Then you're making a joke about it. These rings were Shaq's anyway. Now, at that time, granted, he could have saw it and laughed. If he's seen it, maybe he did laugh. But now that it's happened, it's a lot less funny, if you want to be honest. I don't think it's that much more funny anymore. That's the thing about it. I'm trying to show y'all a difference in what makes sense about the media and what doesn't. If that isn't fishy to you, I don't know what else to say personally. You know, I'm not mad at you. I don't know what to say. I just don't find that funny anymore. Like at first I seen it, I might have been like, it was Shaq's anyway. But then when you think about it, you're like, what? I'm like, Hulu. And that is the thing. How'd y'all get a fool? Guys, open your eyes and look around you. Think critically. And even this channel, when you rewatch things, it will make sense in a new light. I can only perform for you to understand. I can't do anything by forcing it in your head. I just perform for you. I drop you hints. I don't blatantly say things because people want to get funny stuff. I don't do that. I'm trying to tell you, look around you. Shout out to and Chris A, Queen Prodigy, for sending those things. Let me see what this other person has sent me. That's nothing new for TMZ. TMZ's been on it. TMZ's been on stories this way. It's nothing new. Go back and look. They're just seeing it now because the sheriff is talking about it. That's why they're talking about it. I talked about it directly to the point they were attacking my stuff personally. And I was like, yo, what the heck? TMZ wanted my Twitter shut down. That's why the Twitter shut down. Because TMZ wanted it shut down. Because I asked them a direct question, they couldn't answer it. And I don't get it. Makes no sense to me. Had me trying to figure out what was happening. Dang, I got my game on. Yo, these dudes be so fraudulent. Let me take a look at the note I put aside and see if I'm going to do that, because I got to be careful. Because I'm just trying to be calm about the fact that I don't like to attack. Here's the thing. I don't attack YouTube or YouTubers when it's warranted. But I be so mad that they're like, okay, oh, this situation, TMZ. TMZ was always doing this. They attacked me for calling. When I called it out during X situation, yo, that's when the fake stuff started behind the scenes. Like, y'all don't have a clue behind the scenes what goes on. Yo, you other YouTubers got it easy. You don't understand behind the scenes the type of like, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't have a clue, but you're clueless and then go, oh, they were there first. They keep doing this. Always. Here's the thing. If you watch the series, I just called out the person that I presumed had called them. Then that person disappeared. Without a trace. I can't even find them anymore. They're gone. I called them out for talking to TMZ. Now, vamoose. I'm like, whoa. Can't find them. No one can. I have no one to trace on them. None of my guys can get a trace on them. And they're the best at what they do. They're the best. And they're like, yo, this person's gone. I'm like, wow. Once I called them out for talking to, then I called out because they exposed information about me, wanted to talk about history and stuff like that. I talked about them. I even traveled to places that I knew they were gone. Like, what's the issue? I don't understand it. I can't track you. I can't find you. Like, did you just delete all your media? That would make more sense. But they don't even know what's up with you. It's crazy because you said the most. But out of sight, out of mind, I'm gonna leave it that way. Look, bottom line, share, like, subscribe, as we always do, because thing you need to know is the next landmark's about to be reached. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about how they decrease things. I'm not worried about that stuff. I already got an open invitation to move another way, so that's what I'm gonna do. YouTube be playing around. Like, y'all don't, out of business, you need to take yourselves because you don't make the content out of it. Or if you're going to sit here and take money a certain way, You need to let people say what they need to say. When people are attacking them, be real. I'll give you props. You look right past that person's privacy. Like, what's privacy about it? Nothing. So I'll give you those kudos. But stop playing with me. Y'all know what y'all did, because truther, this, truther. Y'all know what y'all did. I had big name YouTubers call me and tell me, like multiple. Like if it was one, I'd be like, he's just talking. No, it was like 2, 3, 4 different big name YouTubers calling me, telling me that when this happens, they're going to, with your views, they're going to, with everything. I know. But trust me, there's always someone to take the place of someone messing up. Someone, and here's the thing, there's one TheCzarr rights reserved, period. I don't give, these other niggas be lying, or they're just telling half truths. I told the fact and you don't even know it. That's why I does this. Y'all just didn't know. But let's go this route, because I do got a note here. Now let me reread this and see how relevant. I don't think I want to play that trippy. I had a trippy red receipt. I don't want to play your receipts no more. Like, I got mad people calling me. Who did you piss off? Who did you piss off?
Dominant start to this third quarter.
Like, I'm like, with that.
And it's the largest lead of the game. There's James. Goes across the lane, lays it up, and lays it in. And there it is. He just became the third.
This happens the day before, though. LeBron, I'm going to be real with you. I'm not saying that you're implicated, but I'm saying that ain't funny. The day before you do it, this happens. And then there's a cartoon doing it. What's going on? What's going on? Congratulations for your accomplishment, sir. Regardless. But what's happening? What's this? But he doesn't deserve to be attacked, but I'm just asking. If I'm LeBron and I know nothing of this, that'll give me the shivers. Woo. Why? Now I'm up here as a ranked person. If someone surpasses me, what happens to me? Just being honest. I'm just being honest about it. All right. So everybody check that out. I'm going to get back with y'all. Yo, shout out. You know what? Shout out to even people that hate me. Shout out to the TMZs. Oh, let me give a shout out to the main ones on the side of my channel. I Smoke Hip Hop, go through, check his channel. Main the Milkman, go through, check his channel. Star Report, go through, check his channel. Queens Flip, The Quiet Room, go through, check their channel. Even go over, I'm going to be real, go over to Ash Shampoo. Ash Shampoo, yo, Shampoo, kudos to you. I liked your Vanessa Bryant video. I liked it. I liked that. I really liked that video. That was a good one. I like the angles he was taking. Look, I'm not a hater either. I hate some things, but I'm not hating a person. I don't move that way. I've had chances to talk to some of these people, so I really do respect them. They're down-to-earth people. In front of the scenes, behind the scenes, they were good people. So I can't hate that, especially when you see all these people attacking me that are bad people, like really bad. Like, let me get it off the back of someone else's mother. Like that bad. That's sick. Sick. That's how you move. Over here, favorite rappers time, favorite movie stars time, favorite philanthropist time, favorite motivators time, your favorite time. All rights reserved in the building. Everybody rock with the nation. Greatest nation since United Nations. We've been patient. We dine and we age like fine wine. All rights reserved. We in the building. Check it out. I am not having a part 2 here, but I'm still looking at this receipt. I don't think I want to talk on this trippy angle. Like, here's the thing. What some of you celebrities don't know, I get hit up by people. And some of them hate y'all. Some of them, because of the stuff you say, like gang watch stuff. I don't know what you got going on. But when I do these stories, that's how I know people might not be talking about the truth. I do these stories. These dudes hit me up like I'm you. Like, I'm like, what the like, I don't know him like that. They're like, oh, because he's this, he did that. Like, I get that all the time. The people you see doing it to me, yo, they be unauthentic. Like, there's always something funny, like won't show themselves or say crazy things. But here's what you don't know. They come at me sometimes because there are people that rock with me that really come at them. Like what type time are y'all on? Like that really address them. So they come at me mad. I'm like, I have nothing. Do you know how much they're blaming me for? They're blaming me for stuff that makes no sense. Like, how are you gonna? One woman hit me up like, oh, you sent that dude to my state to do this. I was like, I didn't send no one. Number one, you're confused. You got me confused. Something. I didn't send no one. Number two, you're releasing people's private information, hiding yourself. So obviously, if he tracked you down, he's not normal, right? He's not just a normal citizen, right? How are you blaming me for this? And they'll really, did real. It's hard for them to believe what I talk about, but they'll really be mad. Like you did it. I'm like, what's your proof? I just know you did. What? Like a child's conclusion. Really? When you came at me first. I don't have nothing to do with these things. Like one day next week, I'm going to put together a compilation to show you comments, read comments behind the scene of what these guys say. I think that'd be fun. So you now get a little bit of what's happening. And the thing is, we don't come at people. We just speak about what's happening. Just like the news. You want to call, listen, if you call academics the news, this is real news. He's just the news. This is the real news. Not with an agenda to turn you some way or to make you think a certain way. No, I'm showing you the real news. You can take it or leave it. Doesn't really matter to me. I'm just telling you what's happening. Like, that's crazy. We're talking about the points that matter, dealing with the situation. To reiterate the 3 points before I sign out, number one, don't just focus on TMZ, everybody. Hulu did the same thing with the documentary. You're going to see others show up with stuff. Look behind them. Look behind. That will give you what you need to see. But TMZ does need to answer how they showed up first. I've been asking them. They've just been banning stuff. I tagged them. If I ever mention your name and you're a celebrity, I tagged your shit. Stay online. I tag you so you see. I make sure you see it. Every show. Right? I did that. But TMZ, they got info behind the scenes. So when you're tagging them, holding them responsible for stuff, that's when they're backing off. Because then they're going to go for the confidant. I think you need to look deeper. Number two, I'm well aware of a Sikorsky process and stuff. And here's the thing. When I say I'm well aware of this stuff, guys, I have photographic memory. Everything I was seeing, I was writing down, taking notes. When I took those notes in front of you, when you seen that I took those notes, that was me burning it into memory. So now I know exactly the processes. I remember the names. I remember the people. Like, I can't help this. This is me. I remember the different things. Like, I remember all of that. I'm going to tell you now, Sikorsky, are you responsible or not? Figure out if your equipment's tampered with. That's number one. If you have quality that has that eye, but I know the guys you're working with on your quality team. It's going to be a bit hard. Bill, Get out there and check that. Oh, how do I check it? Guys, low key, you know some of you don't know what you're doing. Some of you do not know what you're doing. That's why if it's a Sikorsky error, it went down. Yo, I told y'all my story is dealing with engineers, but that's another thing. I'm going to let that go. I'm going to get back to it. But you spent 15 years as an ME. You're ME lead, manager of the whole division. How do I beat you on a blueprint? You're an idiot. You're looking at what I'm looking at. How do I beat you on the blueprint? Then you get an attitude. You're a woman. I look forward to seeing you. You are a woman. And you know what? I'm back and forth to Connecticut too, if y'all want to feel that way. And I know a lot of people in Connecticut. You're an idiot. You're all idiots. Are you that stupid? What? You were going to cut me off and I wasn't still going to rank up? Are you dumb? And my queen's flip voice. Are you dumb? All over Connecticut. You guys are idiots. You really are. Now look at your stupid sister company. Name thrown out. You're going to get thrown under the bus. I just hope that when this is done, everybody you backed in a situation that was called out, I just hope that they're going to make it through. Because what you do is you throw your employees under the bus. Oh, so you guys know, if there is one specific engineer found to be the reason this failed, he instantly gets $1 million bail. Yes, he goes to prison. These are the things they say. So who's going to play with that? Sikorsky. Sikorsky. You guys are sick. It's because the people you let around there that do what they do, and you don't want to fix their process. They don't fix their process. They suffer. They're suffering. And now they're going to lose their family, their livelihood because of your stupid moves. That's crazy. Man won't see his daughter. They're going to blame a person. Trust me. A whole company's not going to take that heat. They're going to go and find out who was working in his helicopter. You get me? Now another person's lost. And we just hope that if it's not tampering, how? I don't even want to think of this stuff. So many different angles, but you got to understand all to understand the end goal. Number 3, in this situation, let's think about it. There's children that were lost. Why are you laughing? Are you laughing because you saw a cartoon, or you're laughing just to laugh? I don't understand it. I just don't think this is funny. Personally. Am I different? Maybe. I don't get what's so funny. I mean, you're rocking with the one and only TheCzarr Rice Reserve. I'm out.